Hello everybody, it's been a while, Bydmoc here, and today we are going to try and clear some of that backlog. We got a lot of games, a lot of really small games that I just have not played yet. Some big games, maybe we'll do some streams with some of them, but yeah, we're going to try and clear some backlog today. Right now we are doing a game called Ink, which is a platformer. And as you can see, you start with a blank screen, and as you jump on things, it gets covered in ink. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Yeah, so I have a really bad habit of... Nothing over there, okay. I have a really bad habit of getting games and then never playing them. And we're going to try and fix that in this year. So we are really going to start trying to clear out some of that backlog. So far, we are doing okay. Oh, okay. This game, it plays like just kind of a typical platformer, honestly. Feels a little Super Meat Boy-ish to me, which I'm sure was the intention. How am I gonna make that jump? There we go. Oh. So yeah, I'm sure that that was the intention of this game, is to feel really Super Meat Boy-ish. But yeah, another reason why I wanted to do this series and clear out my backlog, not only is it because I have a lot of games that I want to actually play, but also there are a lot of games that if you go on to like a digital shop, you can't get any information on what they actually play like. And I find that very odd and very unhelpful. So hopefully some of these smaller indie titles that people might otherwise skip out on, you can kind of get a sense for how they actually play. You don't have to deal with the trailers being for just random, you know, not random, but like the fake cinematic trailers. Well, I gotta kill them all, don't I? Oh, well, that didn't work. I'm guessing the door will light up after I kill all of these guys. There we go. Okay, we're adding more here. So it's interesting that it doesn't really seem to have a rhyme or reason for where their hitbox is. Like, you'd think that it's only the tops that you can jump on, but I swear I've hit them on their side a few times, and it has killed them. Although now I am eating my words here. It does... The controls are a little slippery, I'm not gonna lie. So it's not like as precision as you would hope. Like, I would, for a game like this, I would really like to have somebody that, like a character, that's what I was talking about, that really like stops on the dime. Not so much the case. He is very slippery. He does not really stop exactly when you want him to. This little block boy here. But on the other side of things, I will admit that it is a lot of fun so far. There we go. You know, there's enough here where I feel relatively good about my purchase of it, which is always good. It wasn't very expensive either, from what I remember. Oh, it's been a while since I did purchase it, though. So I guess I should explain a little bit more about how this series is going to work, because as you can see, the editing is pretty much non-existent. You're basically just seeing uncut reactions from me, basically like a stream. So I suppose for some of the games that I have a lot, like when I have a lot of games that I don't know if I'm necessarily going to enjoy as much, I'll do larger streams for them, or just like smaller games that I think, geez, it's getting hit on the side there. For the games that I think might not last as long, I suppose, I can do streams for them. But essentially the way that it's going to work is, there we go, I am going to play a game from my backlog to try and clear it out. And the only requirements that I have for any game that I play is that I must play it for at least 10 minutes. If I can play it for 10 minutes, then I feel like I am satisfied with it. Obviously, with some story-based games, I may go a little further than 10 minutes, because 10 minutes, if you're getting set up in a story, is not a very long time. But that's my goal, is I want to play every game from my backlog for at least 10 minutes so I can get a sense for how I enjoy them, if I enjoy them, and then I can either decide to keep them in my my hard drive, or I can get rid of them. You know, clear out some space for new games that I can buy and then not play for years. But yeah, that's the goal. And you know, during this time, obviously, if there are games that come out, they will be added to the backlog until I play them, or if I don't end up playing them right away, you know. So this is basically a never-ending series. We can just play all sorts of games. And I suppose what I can do is also offer it up, so if there is a smaller game, well, that didn't work, that people want to see gameplay of, or want to hear my opinions of, we can add those to the list as well. Man, I really am not... I'm not a fan of some of the way the character controls here. Oh my god. So, for full transparency, I am playing this on my Switch using a Pro Controller. So I don't know if this is a game that originally came out on Steam, and maybe people were able to use some more precise motions with a mouse or something like that. I don't know. But I am playing on a Pro Controller, and I am able to use... Oh, God. I am able to use the D-pad when I am moving, which does help a little bit. It is much better than the joystick, I will give it that. Because I originally started in those first couple levels with the joystick, and it was not really working for me. So the D-pad does work a little better. Oh, but even so, I feel like there's just a little bit of inconsistency with the actual movement and how far the square will jump. So I feel like at times it can be difficult to get to the position I want to be in, and it can be difficult to avoid going off the edge, if that makes sense. Oh boy. I do like the fact that you respawn quickly, though. And I also very much appreciate the fact that it doesn't, like, count your lives. You know, I feel like if it were to count my lives, I would be a little more upset. Like, don't get me wrong, as much as I like Super Meat Boy as well, like, I'm a fan of 2D platformers in general. So I do like Super Meat Boy, but it can be very frustrating at times to go in and, oh God, and watch all of your lives after a level and just see how bad you actually are. Oh God. So I do appreciate that this game does not do that, because I would probably drive myself insane watching all of that. We are at the 10-minute mark. I don't know how many levels are actually in this game. Maybe double jump. Yep, there we go. Boom. And then these should be easier. Okay. We missed that middle one. Oh God. There we go. Come on. There we go. So let's see. Does it actually have... Okay. I don't know how... Oh, there's a timer option? Oh, jeez. What is the hearts on the top? Is there a special thing on each... A special time on each level? Alright, let's... Okay. So it does time you. It does look like it has a starting record that it's looking for you to beat. So, I mean, this is a good little challenge. Yep. Oh, God. So this is nice that you have a little challenge if you want it. Okay, we made it. I don't know if I would necessarily want to play in this way. I think that for me, I like kind of the slower pace of the game. That play style where I can kind of just figure it out without any pressure, essentially. But I think this does add to the replayability of it. So if I beat those... No, that's still not the hearts, so where do I go? It doesn't even show me... It won't let me scroll over to see how many levels there are. This is 2 players as well, which I did not mention. So I don't know... Let's turn the timer back off and try a couple more levels. We'll do a couple more... Oh, maybe one more level, actually. Because this seems like a bigger one here. And then we'll call it for this episode. Okay. That's not an entrance. Where is it? There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. I lied. We'll do... Oh! Okay. Fair. That's fair. I went in headlong, didn't really think about things. That's fair. We'll get to level 25, I suppose. And then we will go from there. There we go. So where are we now? Okay, so we have this one and one more we'll do. Oh, well, that didn't work. Ugh. See, it kills me because he, like, over jumps and there's not really much way... That is a single block, my guy. And there's not really much way to course correct once you have done that, you know? So it's kind of just like you get stuck. in a position where you have to just watch yourself fall. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. However... Oh! We're in a boss fight. Interesting. Okay. Okay. There's boss fights in this game. Interesting to know. How many times do we have to hit him? This is more than the Mario 3 hits. There we go. We got him. Man, now we're on psychedelics here. And then they add spikes. Okay. So, interesting. I don't know how far this game goes. But, what I will say, and what we'll do at the end of all of these every time I play a game, is we will end with my verdict. I'll tell you if I'm planning on playing it more and if I'm planning on keeping it in my hard drive or loaded onto my system. And as far as this game goes, I will say it is a relatively small game, so I do not feel bad keeping it on the hard drive, and I will be playing it more. Probably not like dedicating much time to it. I completely missed that. Like, I probably won't sit down and play it for extended periods of time. However, there was a heart there, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. So let's try again. So yeah, I probably won't do, like, extended playthroughs of it. However... Now, why is the heart not there now? I wonder why it wasn't there. Because it definitely was there, right? Interesting. I think I need to figure out... Oh, there it is. I think I need to figure out a little bit more about this game. I do like it. I will play it some more. How am I supposed to get that, though? Like, I think there is enough challenge here. It's quick enough. You don't really get stuck into the game all that much. So, in the sense of it being replayable and easy enough, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so focused on not dying to these spikes. Ugh. Yeah, so this game is addictive. I'll give it that. Like, it's simple. You're only pressing like one button to jump. Including the wall climbs and everything. Like, you really just have the one. Oh, I made it! Thank God! Okay, yeah, we're gonna call it there. It is fun. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna play through a little bit more. Maybe from time to time I'll just do a random video on it, or maybe pull it up on a stream or something. We'll see. But yeah, final verdict, good game. Gonna keep it. Worth putting in the backlog.